Hello Libras, thank you for coming for your reading. This reading is all about the talents that's going to make you wealthy. Alright, we already pre-pulled for your preview, and the card, the talent that you have that will make you wealthy is being the advocate. This is all about being that sort of humanitarian, resourceful, integrous, idealistic, resilient, outspoken, opinionated, rebellious, a champion, supportive, compassionate, democratic, passionate, driven, and devoted. This is someone that's fighting for people that cannot speak for themselves. I see lawyers here, I see inspirational speakers, I see healers, spiritual healers, I see people that are like advising other people. So how do you call that? Counselors. I see someone speaking with someone that needs a helping hand. There is something that you do. If you can bring this energy into whatever it is you're doing, advocating for the weak people, speaking for them, align with the greater good for all, doing things that will help everybody, not just you, and also transform certain rules and stipulations or legalities of society that is not helpful to humanity's growth. If you are involved with anything like that, standing up for what is right, for another human being, and being fair and bringing justice to the system, especially here in the United States with all this Black Matter, all this stuff, racism, all this stuff. Something of that sort is something that you're connected to that would definitely bring you some wealth. Let's go ahead and see the energy surrounding this whole thing. What else Spirit wants to tell you? Looking at you from the soul level, what else do you need to know, or what can you do that will bring you that talent that you have naturally that will bring you wealth? For the Libra Spirit, Archangels, a spirit team for the collective sign of Libras. What can they do that will bring them? What talents will bring them wealth? You have divine consciousness. I'm talking about you. You have money literally underneath it. I'm talking about you tapping into realizing that you're one with the divine. You are naturally connected. Using your spiritual abilities to connect is something that will help you to expand your mind and get the information and see behind the scenes to any situation that you're trying to bring light to. So you're a light bringer. You also have the connection to divine to bring higher wisdom, higher information, for people to see the sides to a situation that they are not seeing. But you get this wisdom when you tap in to the divine consciousness to be able to see and think and expand your mind beyond your own. You have to connect with the divine. This is how your power comes in, to be able to speak the wisdom that you speak, to say the things that you say that people are not even thinking about. Is because you're one with divine. You have that divine light coming down in you. So long as you meditate and connect, and tap into your higher spiritual abilities, your crown chakra, activate it, work with it. If you're not already doing that, you would always be in the know, and you would always know what to say and how to say it that is going to liberate humanity, because that is the chakra that also connects you to the idea that we're all one. Right? So divine consciousness is oneness, is all of our minds together, that soul group, the source energy. So the more you connect, the more you connect with humanity. So this is the energy that is really the underlying effect, the deeper meaning and the deeper power that you have that is going to connect you directly to creating that wealth. Okay, so your gifts, your talent is actually connected to your spiritual gifts, your crown chakra, and how connected you are to the divine source and your own spiritual soul and abilities and powers. Okay, let's go ahead and get more information for you. What other talents or anything else that Spirit want to say to the Libras? What other talents? Okay, that flew over to the ground. We're going to take that. Sensitivity. You're highly sensitive to the spirit. I think you can work with gemstones. Look, underneath the deck you have the healer. You could be in the medical field, or you could be a spiritual healer. So you need to understand how sensitive you are to other entities, to divine energies, to angels, to spirit guides, to all of these other sensitive psychic powers that you have. You're naturally very, very powerful, naturally psychic. So the more you hone in into the skill of being sensitive to other people's needs, being sensitive to your own needs, feeling other entities around you, the more you would know what to do, because you're never alone, and you know that. You know when something else is in the room with you. So you're definitely very sensitive to people, to other entities, non-human as well. It's all talking about psychic abilities that you have. That's what pretty much is, and using that ability to your advantage. To be sensitive to people is to feel people on all levels, not just what you see with your glaring eyes. And I think that this is all about, the more you tap into divine energy, the more powerful you become, the more sensitive you become, the more understanding you become, and the better a healer you could be, the better advocate you could be, because you feel people on such deep levels that there are no words to explain it, right? Because you're one with everyone. Okay, and that is your gift here that would bring you that money, really, definitely. So let's go ahead and get more information for you. I want to see what I already pulled. Yeah, let's look at the practice that will hone in into the skill, this talent that you naturally have, that will help you to gain that wealth if you don't already have it. If you're already wealthy, congratulations, you're doing something right. If you're on your path to accumulating and building that wealth, then this is beautiful for you. Okay, so you're probably gaining confirmation, a lot of you, or discovering whatever it is. I'm happy you're here. Thank you, my Libras. What practice will help you hone in into this talent more and become a master of it if you're not already? So I see animal kingdom here. Something with you being of service is also picking out to me. And underneath the deck you have divine source. It's repeating itself. Your connection to divine is everything, my Libras. Your connection to the divine is everything. Okay, don't play with that. Don't play with that at all. You're highly connected to the divine. Your wealth is connected to that. So the animal kingdom here is about, you know, just you learning to practice. I feel like practicing working with animals on the other side, you know, using animals to do your bidding, like working with the animal family. Maybe you embodying certain animal spirits, knowing your spirit animals and working with your spirit animals to gain insights and develop your psychic abilities even stronger. You know, this is talking about to even work with animals that have passed on. All right, to become more aware of people's pets on the other side. Start by studying the different types of animals that make up the animal kingdom. Become aware of the animals you see throughout your day. Notice their shape, size, color, breed, and personality. Hold their image in your mind for a moment, and be open to all animals as there are pets. Okay, so definitely working with the animal kingdoms, like I said, noticing what animals you're seeing during the day, to clue into messages and to gain more understanding and clarity. Moving on, you're definitely needing to work with the animal kingdom, and it's part of your spiritual system, and it's connected to your wealth, obviously. Let's go ahead and see what else Spirit has for you before we go into the tarot. Any other oracle messages for the Libras that will help bring them wealth, Spirit, that will make them wealthy? What talents will make them wealthy? What other information do they need to know here, now, today, or whenever they find this reading that is connected to their wealth building through their talents? Thank you, Spirit. Publicity. Whatever you're doing, you need to put yourself out there. Stay different. Don't be like everybody else. I don't know why the revenge is there, honestly. It's like, maybe I'm going to clarify the revenge, but the publicity and the eccentricity to me is telling me that you need to put yourself out there. You need to stand out. You need to be different to create awareness. And the more you can do that, expressing yourself, and putting yourself out there and gaining publicity and standing out, the more you attract wealth to you. Some of you may have Leo or Aquarius in your charts, or even some placements of Scorpio or Mars, Scorpio, in your charts as well. I'm going to clarify this right now before I even pull the tarot information. Spirit, what is this revenge about? Clarify the revenge card here for the Libras. So I guess I want to just be blunt and say, if you've been hurt by relationships, lovers, and people that are close to you, especially lovers, because I see two people intimate here. If you've been hurt by lovers, the best revenge is to become victorious in who you are and the things that you aspire to. That's the best revenge. I don't even want to think harder about what else it means, and to work on your independence and to move forward in that underneath the deck. Okay, so that's the message here. And once you become more independent and become victorious in all your aspirations and things that you're doing, you would become wealthy, and that is what is going to, push you forward here. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and now get the tarot reading here to see the actions you need to be taking. I'm hearing you need to abandon certain people that are not working out for you. Relationships that have hurt you, let it go. Cut them loose. Okay. Alright, instead of holding on to it and then holding you back. Spirit, what actions do the Libras need to take to create this wealth with their talents, please, and thank you. Oh my God, it's connected to romantic and interest. You being passionate and being hopeful and optimistic. I have to turn that card over, the star card. That woman is naked as hell, and we're not getting that. Finding peace of mind in your relationships, finding the real true connections that you're really passionate about, that you can feel the optimism and believe that it will work out, is the starting point. Whatever it is, building connections. If it's not romance, it's also about building connections with people that really get you, that balance you out, that truly understand who you are. That way you would feel passionate and inspired to continue building connections with people that you can eventually help, right, and advocate for them and all of that stuff. But something having to do with your relationship is important. We already know, Libras, you're all about your lovers and your relationships, and there is something to do with you being passionate about it, and believing and hoping and letting go of the ones that didn't serve you and allowing new ones to come in, and that being part of your opening and being part of your healing path, but also being part of what connects you to divine as well, because of your relationships and people that come into your life. So there is something about that is all wired in to your wealth building. It is part of your talent. Maybe your wealth is connected to your partners as well, and that is something that you need to know. Let's go ahead and see your major obstacle when it comes to your talents that can make you wealthy. What is the major obstacle? That flew. Okay, so your major obstacle is 6 of Wands. I think you need to believe in yourself. You need to put yourself out there. You need to get noticed. If you're not doing that, because you need publicity, right, and you need to stand out. So if you're not putting yourself out there and overcoming your obstacles and feeling victorious or winning, that could be a problem for you. So your focus should be about that, right? Or I'm also getting this feeling like maybe some of you, all you care about is being seen, and that could be an obstacle for you. But I'm leaning more towards the first one. Is your challenge is overcoming your obstacles, the battles, and really standing out and getting seen and known. and that is what is going to attract wealth to you. Something about you shining and being on a pedestal, or gaining publicity. Definitely being seen for what you do. If you're an advocate, then you need to be seen. If you're going to advocate for something, then you need to be seen. People need to know you, right? So it's more in alignment. So maybe you're not out there enough, you're not being seen enough, and you need to put yourself out there in a way that attracts people to you, right? And also standing out, right? That eccentric energy brings people to you. So do that, focus on that, and I think that you would be on the winning side, and it will naturally attract wealth to you. All right, being noticed and being seen, shining like a shining star. Final advice, Spirit, for the Libras, please, and thank you. I'm hearing you got to be known. Some of you may be singers. Something having to do with sound being part of a healing thing for you, that can heal any wounds. All right, moving forward. So music, sound, it's all part of your wealth building. So let me see. Sing healing songs for the world. Maybe you're a musician, like I said. Maybe when you sing and put yourself out there and be that star, you will heal people with the words of your songs. Maybe some of you, that's what you need to do. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So some of you are needing to align with this, standing out, getting out there, using your divine connection and divine powers to really create the publicity, and also that healing and the advocate, that humanitarian part of you, that healer, being of service. All these elements we've talked about is all leading you to your wealth. So that's all that I pretty much have for you, my Libras. Please come back and see me soon. Subscribe, like, and share. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this is connecting with you in any way. I will definitely talk to you all soon. Thank you and bye.